What's good, Dragon Ball Super fans out there? It's your boy Rebel here, back again with another video for you guys. As you guys can see on the screen today, we will be talking about Vegeta's new technique. But before we get right into that, let's talk about this, guys. Listen here. About 90% of you guys that watch my videos aren't even subscribed to the channel. And I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers by the end of summer. So if you guys want to help out with that, just hit that red subscribe button. And now let's get right into the video. So, Vegeta has a lot of hype behind him and what this new technique could be. I've made previous videos talking about what the new technique could be, where I was talking about it possibly being like, a key binding technique, something where it could stop him from losing his energy from Moro type of technique thing. But now that we delve a little bit deeper into Moro, and we know that Moro doesn't need to still actually key from his enemies to be, to get strong. It was just for him to feel satiated. And now he has a lot of food in the system. A lot of food in the system, meaning he has a lot of power in his system. So we don't know what he can do with the rest of that power. We don't know how strong he is, but we're going to be talking about what Vegeta's new technique could be and how it could possibly help Vegeta possibly either, show Moro's weakness, or possibly even, the best thing for Vegeta's character at this point in time and for the Vegeta fandom is for Vegeta to beat Moro with this new technique. So let's talk about it. So when I thought it was key binding for a reason is because we kind of seen some type of key binding already in Dragon Ball Super Broly movie where Goku kind of did it, but it wouldn't have been very relevant. It was just something out of the blue that we've just seen him. He froze Broly, and that was something I could kind of see Vegeta doing. But now that there's more, evidence to what Vegeta's new technique could possibly be, which is he could either drain your ki like Moro could drain your ki, but not actually get the power from draining your ki, because from the manga panel in chapter 60, we seen all the Yardratians, the little Yardratians, all together seem like they was wiped out of their energy when they all hit the floor when Vegeta actually did his new technique. He mastered the new technique at that point in time. So it was something like he could possibly drain your technique. Right? He could possibly drain your ki, or it's either that he can possibly make it so your technique, your ki actually just, you can't use your ki to the point where it just drains you by itself. Next idea that I had was basically he can control someone's ki, because we know that Vegeta was going into a spirit, basically master his, his spirit, whatever that is. Basically, he can control it. He can master it. He can control his spirit, making it so he can control someone else's spirit. What that means, I don't even know. But here was a theory that actually a subscriber of mine actually came up with, which was pretty cool for me to actually see. Let me just get it to you guys, and I'll read it for you guys real quick here. The subscriber was Chief Sosa, so this is credit to him. He said that he believes the technique that he learned was replacing ki with spirit, therefore leaving Moro with nothing to drain. So it's either he replaces his ki with his spirit, leaving Moro nothing to drain for himself to eat, because we know that Moro can't, as of right now, we do know that Moro cannot drain spirit, right? He can only drain his opponent's ki. So if he cannot drain spirit or control spirit, it will put Vegeta at a huge advantage at this point in time. But his theory continues on with, it would explain why Vegeta had all the little Yardrats drained, so he can use his massive spirit plus theirs and anyone around him. So basically he's saying that here that Vegeta could use anyone's spirit and his spirit all around him and control it. So this is kind of like a cool theory to see come out in the next manga, if this is possibly true, where he can basically control the body and spirit of Moro, because he mastered spirit control, which would make a lot of sense, because that's the whole point of kind of control, mastering his spirit control. It would be tough to beat Vegeta at this point in time just with that technique. because he's controlling someone's spirit, not their ki, not how strong they are. You know, he's basically controlling the person. So if he could control Moro into, you know, into losing into a battle against him, or, you know, overwhelming Moro with his spirit control, that'll be very interesting to see, because this will put Vegeta on a different tier, on a different level now from where I see Goku, because Goku's new technique was basically mastery of self-control, of, you know, him being able to fight without thinking, you know, ultra instinct. Now you now throw in self-control, spirit control into this. That's a whole different of mastery of, you know, something else, of being able to fight by controlling your spirit or controlling your opponent's spirit. That's kind of magic in itself. So if you're kind of saying that to beat Moro, you need to learn magic, and that's kind of what Vegeta has done here by learning this kind of like black magic type thing to beat Moro. This will be very, very, very interesting if that's the case, guys, because this will put Vegeta on a different tier, because now him and Vegeta versus Goku will be a huge topic now, because Vegeta can control Goku's spirit, but Goku has mastery of, you know, his self movement. How does that now affect each other? Now you put those two together, let's say we get a fusion out of that. You know, let's say Vegito comes out of that. That Vegito right there, we've already got it confirmed that Vegito is, you know, stronger than Beerus or as strong or stronger than Beerus in the manga, right? From that little V jump thing. This will put Vegito on a different tier of power just from learning self-control, spirit control, and ultra instinct. Man, guys, that theory was crazy. I definitely want to know what you guys think of that theory, because that theory right there puts Vegeta on a whole different level of, you know, fighting. And if that's the case, I definitely want to see Vegeta get the win, because there's no way I can see Moro being able to counter this move here. If he's able to counter this, you know, technique that Vegeta has, Moro is on a different plane of fighting, and it takes someone else higher than Vegeta and Goku to actually take him out. That's how I believe things is. As right now, like I said, I do believe that Beerus will sacrifice himself to beat Moro, and I see that a lot of other, you know, Dragon Ball YouTubers are actually starting to see the writing on the wall where Beerus might actually be the one to, you know, beat Moro. But here's the twist with Vegeta's new, you know, technique. If that beats Moro, Vegeta's fans are so happy at this point in time. It throws a wrench into every theory. So I want to know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about Vegeta learning to control someone's spirit and control his spirit, and replacing his ki with his spirit? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.